Welcome to this week's edition of Yeager Pride TV. Coach, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Big win last week, guys. Just looking forward to seeing you this week as well. But let's talk about Cold Springs. You guys scored a lot of points. Defense played well. Shutout on defense. Even threw in some good teams, special teams play. What are some things that, from your perspective, that helped you guys be successful against the Eagles?
I think that this week was probably the best that we have executed the game plan. Since Carbon Hill, we had a good game plan against them, and the kids went out and they really executed what we've been harping on all week. Pitched a shutout, so that's always, that always helps.
Right.
It's really hard to lose when the other team doesn't score. So that helped out a lot. But all in all, I think the kids played hard. And it was just execution of what we worked on all week.
One thing, people talk about from the stands and that kind of thing, watch the game. We noticed a lot of downhill, right at you running places. I know you want to be balanced, but you guys ran the football effectively last week. What were some keys to being successful in the run game?
Well, we talked about at the beginning of the year that our success was going to be determined by the offensive defensive line, and we really put it on them last week. I'm an old offensive lineman too, so. If we have the opportunity to run the ball, that's what we're going to do.
Absolutely.
There's nothing more. Speaking as a former defense coordinator, there's nothing more demoralizing than somebody just 8, 10, 12 minute drives down the field that you just can't do anything about it. And that takes a lot out of you. So that's what we was trying to do last week, and it worked out for us.
So you said being a former offensive lineman, is that why you've been giving your offensive linemen some love in the end zone there? Getting them some 2-point conversions. I noticed that against Green County. We did that again.
Yeah, it was Green County. Well, that and them two just pestered the crap out of me since June, since I got here. I had to pat them on the back a little bit.
Right. They got to throw them the ball every now and then.
Yeah,
it proved to be effective. If it had dropped the ball, it would have been on bless your heart, right?
Oh, absolutely,
100%. Well, Bradley's got us some highlights from this past week's win against Cold Springs. We appreciate him doing that each week, and you can see those now. All right, Coach, let's talk about Tuscaloosa Academy. Good team, one of the leaders in the region. We talked about, we've interviewed players already today, and we talked about how now it's just each week's like playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so talk about the Knights from Tuscaloosa. What are we going to see? What have you guys done to prepare for them?
Well, I really think you're going to see, two opposite ends of the spectrums as far as football teams.
Okay.
Like you said, we're a downhill run team, and they are about 85-90% throwing the ball.
Really?
And they got a kid at quarterback that can spin it. I mean, he's good. He's really, really good. They get open, so we just got to try to contain that, try to hold the ball, keep their offense off the field.
Right.
And hope we can slow them down.
There you go. Well, last year we would kind of give a region recap. We kind of got later in the season, so not looking ahead, but just letting people know kind of where are we in the region standings and what's our. I know if we win, control your own destiny. I understand all that, but give people kind of a summary, kind of where we are as far as placement and that kind of thing.
Well, I think just looking at it, from the outside, I think that Sulligent's pretty much locked in. Winston County, Vernon, Aliceville, TA. Those 4 teams are fighting for 3 spots. There's 4 teams, and one of them's not going to go.
Right.
So we control our own destiny. All 4 of these games, I think that we can win. But all 4 of these games, they're good enough teams that we can struggle.
Absolutely.
So we just have to have a great focus. This week, next week. We're worried about this week right now, but if you win, you don't have to worry about it. Right. So that's what we're trying to do.
Go win on Friday night. Don't let the chips fall within me.
That's right.
So this week, JV finished up on Monday night. Kind of give you your thoughts on the JV season. Wes done a good job with the boys and seeing those kids develop. So what's been your impression with the JV kids this year?
Well, it's learning just like the varsity, learning a whole different system, learning a whole different terminology, and the JV, the Toy Bowl. That's our future here. So.
That's right.
I was pleased with, how they're picking up on things. You don't ever want to, lose any game, but it's more. I was glad of how they were learning the system, how they were learning the terminology, and all that kind of stuff.
That's good. So development each week getting better and better. So we appreciate Wes and all the guys that do help with our JV team. So, Coach, we're going to look Friday night, Tuscaloosa Academy, final home game of the season, kicking off at 7 p.m. at Michael Blake Stadium.
Yes, sir. Go Jackets.
This week we have Brock Yeager on the program. Brock's good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Hey, thanks for coming on with us. How you liking Winston County so far?
I'm liking it. It's a lot better than how I expected it to be.
Oh, that's good. Well, you're playing well. We're glad to have you here in the purple and gold. You guys had a big region win Friday night against Cold Springs. What were some keys to success from your perspective on how you guys were able to be victorious?
I think that all the boys played hard and we executed on most of our plays, and just everybody played as a team and not for each other.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So you got another region game. It's almost like playoffs, right? Region games are playoff games essentially. So Tuscaloosa Academy coming in, they're got a good record. They were good last year, made a lot of noise in our region last year. So what have you guys seen to help you be successful against Academy?
We have a really good blocking scheme up front against them, and I'm pretty sure that they're not too big on the front.
Yeah,
so
they had a lot of speed last year.
They do have a lot of speed, but we should be able to move them pretty good.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad. We're looking forward to seeing the last home game this week.
Yes, sir.
We had the 4 in a row, of course, a big region win. So, one non-football question. If you're going for fast food, what do you go with?
Jack's.
Yeah, my son's and I this weekend, we're in Starkville, Mississippi for a ball game and some other stuff. I asked my boys, we're leaving the house, where we're going for breakfast. They said, see if they have a Jack's. I was like, oh, are you serious? We have any option. They want to.
That's my go-to.
That's your go-to. So if you go to Jack's, say lunch, what you go with?
Number 2, no lettuce or tomato.
No, what's number 2?
Big bacon.
Big bacon. That's a good choice, man. Well, Brock, thanks for being on the program today, and good luck Friday night.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. We got Nick Moody on the program. Nick, you're a veteran on this program. Been on here lots of times.
Yes.
So you had a big win last week, and region played. We talked about with Brock just a minute ago. Basically it's playoffs here on out. So because you play in different teams and that determine your postseason. So big win at Cold Springs. Tell us about that game and what are some things that you think led to success against the Cold Springs Eagles?
Well, we had a good game plan and we executed it really well, and we played really hard, which helped.
Yeah. It seems like you guys were well prepared. Ran a trick play, right? A guy That was good. So tell me about a couple of weeks ago, you getting in the end zone. I know it was a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
That's like a lineman's dream, right? So what did the coach tell you guys were going to do that in this game, or is that something y'all been preparing for?
We had been preparing a little bit about it the week before. I was just trying to give him a resume to put me at running back.
Put you at running back. I mean, if he does that, especially at a home game, I will make sure everybody knows Nick Moody has substituted in at running back. Okay. Let's talk about Tuscaloosa Academy. We went over there last year. Come up short last year. Hopefully, we're going to have a big win here at home this week. They're a good football team. Tell us what you've seen on film and preparation for them.
Well, they're really good at passing the ball, but I think if we can contain that and get pressure as linemen, we'll beat them.
Yeah. That was last year they had a good kicker too. Is that kid back? I know last year it went viral all over. The kid hit the 50-something yarder at the playoffs last year at Lexington. So, but we hope this week you guys have come up with a big win, and looking forward to watching you. So, I'll give you the same non-football question I gave Brock. So, if you've got fast food, what you go to?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Why McDonald's?
Chicken McGriddles.
Chicken McGriddles. Good. Oh, I got you. So, chicken McGriddles, can't beat that. Well, Nick, thanks for being on the program today. Good luck Friday night as you guys take on Tuscaloosa Academy.
Welcome back to this week's episode of Gabbin with Gavin. Today I have Rashay Moore. Rashay, tell us about school.
I mean, it's rough, not gonna lie, but I'm making it through.
I am too, don't worry.
We just got several more months and then we'll be done.
Yeah. So how's cheerleading going?
I mean, this is probably my favorite season so far. Only season I have left, really, but
Understandable. So this just stays between us and whoever views this video. What do you think about Coach Simmons?
he's all right, I guess.
Understandable. Speaking of Coach Simmons, this week the Bless Your Heart Award goes out to him. Why? For having to deal with us for this long.